Good evening, friends. I hope you're doing well tonight. I've got a lot of duties to run through tonight. Maybe we can get through the Crystal Tower completely. Crystal Tower being the level 50 raids. We have quite a few duties to get through. I'm gonna pull up my list of them. So we've done Sastasha hard. Oh, we will need to advance main storyline quest to unlock a few. We actually have done the majority of them. All that would remain would be to be doing the 8-mans as well, but regrettably I am not well versed with the Binding Coil of Bahamut, so I am going to be I'm gonna have to read up on that, and doing it at level might not be something that I can do. I might have to get a party together of about 4 people and just show you what the mechanics are, because they were originally designed to be more like other raids in other games. And they found that did not really work as well as it could have. So we have got the raid set up. Oh, I also have to do some stuff for the relic weapon. Oh, we want to talk to Graha. Okay. Okay. Story is for your enjoyment. I highly recommend watching the stories. Okay, Circus Tower. I don't think there are many hoops to jump through here. We just have to go down to the Crystal Gate. Pretty sure it's going to prevent us from going forward. Oh. Yep. Can't fly over there, so we have to... Really? It seems that you have chosen death. Okay. Okay. Now when I finish up these storylines, I'm going to be going over to my main, and I'm going to be going over some... I'm going to try to do some tutorials on classes and skills and stuff like that, so look forward to that. We're going to open up with Circus Tower, if possible. And there we are. So, Heaven's Word, Circus Tower. Okay, that works too. We're going to head back to Revenant's Toll. I'd spent my poetics on getting items that would be useful for tanking and whatnot. We are going to go and see what else we need. I know we need Thavnarian Mists. Special Arms. We're gonna need that. Hey! Fragilitis. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We're about to get into a series of duties tonight. Starting with Circus Tower. But thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Don't recall how many of the mists are going to be needed. We'll need the ink as well. So I am just preparing myself for the relic weapon. What is this mount? Okay. Okay, the fat cat mount I've seen. Looks like it's going to take a while to form a party. Do I have anything else? Definitely ferrets. Amdapor Keep Hard. Hey, House of Mike, how you doing? The I thought I completed Sastasha Hard. I know I completed Sastasha Hard, so let's see what this quest is for. Things going all right for you, Mike? Oh, it's just the completion of it. We just have to go back to Airport. Airport. It's funny that a lot of these quests, they didn't give them experience bonuses. Oh. Oh, really? I thought that was a higher level dungeon. Yeah, that's a Heavensward dungeon. Let's see what this does. Okay. So more than likely that was required to unlock the hard mode when it becomes available. The Glynosia. Not easy being green. Yeah. I think that's Wanderer's Palace. Hard. But I have to advance main storyline quests soon to unlock primals and dungeons. We're doing the Circus Tower right now, next. Because Circus Tower's fun. And it's one that gets basically face rolled now. You don't have to, I think it is the one dungeon where you can ignore all mechanics and all but one mechanic and still complete it. That mechanic being on the third boss, who does have a hide or die point in his combat. Next quest, for Keepsake. Black Shroud. Who's on? Me and Sella right now. Okay. Let's wake ourselves up a bit. It's been an interesting day. Because I didn't get much sleep the night before last, I made up for it last night, so I was asleep for about 12 hours. Which completely threw my schedule out of whack. The Monarch Ogrefly. B rank. Okay. So, we talk to the entrance? Can we enter AK Hard? We can. Okay, AK Hard is unlocked. Go kill one more of these Trents. Right, and we have unlocked Odin. Hey, thank you for the follow, Luther. 0123. Welcome in, I hope you enjoy your stay here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm currently waiting on the Circus Tower dungeon to pop. Should say raid. The raid dungeon. In the meantime, we are going through unlocking. The ballad is unlocked. King of the Hull. Hullbreaker Island. Okay. What else can be unlocked right now? Okay, we've done Sastasha hard, Tamtara hard, Copperbell hard. Halatali. Have not done Halatali hard. Raid. Am I just not seeing... Oh, a raid. Okay, yes, I got it now, Mike. Raid is used so many different ways these days. Okay. Travel. I believe we have to unlock that in... Hulda. Halatali Hard is a fun dungeon. Learning to do it right. More raid. Yes, more raids. Once I get out of the level 50 content, the raids are going to be a lot more intense because, yes, they are easier than they used to be, but at the same time, they are rather... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You still have to pay attention to mechanics, and that's an important thing when doing duties like this, I feel. When playing a game like this, it's nice to know what the mechanics are so that, you know, if you die to them... Oh, so I'm not supposed to stand there when that's going on. Oh, I'm supposed to hide behind that. Because that's been one of my problems in games like this in the past is, okay, what killed me? And the battle log for this game could be better. It's kind of difficult to go back and look at what killed you because by default certain things are turned on in the battle log that basically spam away everything that happened to you. Okay, Karn is taken care of. Taking the red. Circus Tower. Alright, my friends. We're going into a raid. If 3 more people select, let's do this. Waiting on one little DPS. Waiting on one little DPS. Sure thing to make sure that DPS hits is to start doing things. Ah, that's a shame. But it pops right back up. And pops right back down. Okay. Healer and a DPS. Now each one of these instances of backing out gives the player that backs out a demerit. That if you acquire 3 demerits, then you are unable to do again for a day. Circus Tower. Music is rather nice here. Alright. First thing we do, we pop our tanking stance. Check the other tanks. I'm the only one that's popped it. That's fine. So entering, you just take the stairs up. We're gonna be met with trash platform, then a boss, trash platform, last boss. Well, no, 4 bosses total. Trash in front of the first 3, and then you go straight to the final boss after you defeat the third one. Alright, so this is a dragon and trash. There'll be a lot of trash respawning and whatnot. As a tank, your duty is to just grab everything. There will be more ads that will spawn throughout this. Like Mr. Shinobi here. Okay. And we are coming to the first boss. I forget her name. Everyone's going left. I'm the only one going right. Okay. Skyla, I think, is her name. Many wolf-headed boss. Alright, we wait for everybody to get here. And the gunbreakers pull in. Okay. So, this fight, the boss is going to be summoning staves. The staves are going to move around and just lay out AoEs on the ground. People are going to get linked by a ball of fire, a ball of lightning, or a ball of ice. Initially, if you got hit with a ball of lightning, you wanted to run it into one of these lightning spots. You would need 3 in each in order to basically protect yourself from the boss's big attack, which I kind of forget the name of right now. Yep, there's one fully charged up. I have not seen it get fully charged in ages. The staffs are being summoned. Alright, when you get hit with an ice ball, this person's got an ice ball on them, you will eventually get frozen. You want to freeze yourself in a position that is relatively safe. People will then get a fire linked to them. If you get a fire, you want to run it into somebody who has got frozen. You don't want it to run into you, like what happened there. When that happens, you will get this pool beneath you. And it also frees the person who was frozen. If you run an ice ball into the pool and have it freeze, it freezes everybody that's standing in the pool. Ancient Flare. You want to stand in the pool to diminish the amount of damage that you take. So there were a lot of things to pay attention to with this boss. And normally you would get 2 to 3 of the Ancient Flares before the fight was over. So, it is now streamlined. Those are the main things you need to watch out for. The next boss is kind of the epitome of a face roll boss, but I will explain when we get there. Alright, we're coming to the second group of trash. This one is going to be a lot of ad spawning. So we've got clones of the boss from the first raid. So, okay. Somebody pulled. We're gonna grab them all up, stack them. And then once all of these guys are dead, there's going to be a dragon that will fall from the sky. And will land. And you want to get out of the middle, otherwise you're going to get knocked back. You still get knocked back. Okay. I appreciate the pun of that gunblade. Their name is Knives Chow, which is a a pun on the character Knives Chow from a good movie but mediocre graphic novel, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. So you clean up the ads, and then you run on to the second boss. Legothon is the second boss. I'll explain how the boss was supposed to be done because we will not get to any of his mechanics that really mattered before. Second boss. So you see these platforms that go around the ring. In the past, you would have to interact with those. But now, it's just a tank and spank. The boss will do various things that are attacks like, what is it, Knuckle Raid or something. He's going to lay out rings on the ground that you do not want to be standing in. There they are. Those will deal damage to anybody standing in them. He is going to summon bits around him. The bits will cannot be damaged unless somebody decides to stand in them. Vial Utterance, a frontal cone that is aimed randomly. The bits should be appearing anytime now. There we go. Clockwork Right is what they're called. So, with these, they will charge his bar, which is over here, and if that reaches 100, it's a wipe. But, as you can see, it's not going to reach that. To destroy these, you had to have somebody run into them, and then DPS could damage them. Like, somebody is standing in this one, so we can come up and do that. The person is stunned while they are in there, but boss is dead. Boss is dead. So, yeah. After he does his big attack, he's supposed to, you're supposed to do the ring around the outside, and you kill ads while out there, and then you have to jump back to the center, and then you finish the kill. But he dies too fast now for that to matter. Okay, we are going to come up on 3 little demons here. And these get... Now the dragon is going to target somebody with a green mark. Trying to see where it's going to get laid. There it is. There's the green mark. You don't want to be standing near that because the dragon will do that. Dragon will land, knock everybody back. Have a few ads that will spawn, which I am going to try to grab and tank on the boss. They're on the dragon. I forget if any more ads come out. Doesn't look like it. And now we are on to Ammon. Ammon is a very theatrical boss, and I believe he comes from Final Fantasy VI. Been a while since I played that. Alright. Boss 3. Ammon. Blade's gonna pull. Alright, so for Ammon is going to summon slimes at 3 different points, and the slimes are gonna move in. If the slimes reach him, he will silence everybody. He will cast Blizzaga Forte, which is a point-blank AoE. You just run out and avoid if you're melee. Experimental byproduct. This is the slime I was talking about. Nice thing about them, they can be stunned. Now he's also going to be summoning Kumkums, and when these come out, I don't know if they can be tanked. Yes, they can be tanked. But the people that have these orbs will want to run the orbs into the Kumkums because it shrinks them and makes them take more damage. And if the orb hits the player, then the player will shrink. Experimental byproducts are going to hit. Yep. So everybody is silenced. Except me for some reason. Alright. People are going to be turned into frogs. The snakes are going to target the people that are turned into frogs. The frogs can break people out of the ice by breathing fire on them. This is good for the first section, the first time the ice goes out. Second time the ice goes out, you don't want to break anybody out. What you want to do is immediately run and hide behind the ice, because the boss is going to do Curtain Call. Curtain Call, as you will see momentarily. There's that guy. Nope. He got destroyed. That is the one mechanic in this game that you actually have to pay attention to for this dungeon. So Curtain Call kills anybody that's within line of sight. Hiding behind the ice is the only way to survive it. And that is the third boss taken care of. Alright, we are heading to the last boss. And we get to watch a cutscene. This guy honestly reminds me of Sabin from Final Fantasy. Oh. Not really storyline, it's just the cutscene of introducing him. He reminds me of Sabin from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, that's not really storyline, that's just... I'm the big bad guy, I'm going to say intimidating things. Okay, so for this guy, he has got a point-blank AoE. He has got that, which is going to hurt me. Burning Rave goes out. He will summon little pools that are yellow. You want to have one person standing in each. Each one that explodes deals damage to the raid if nobody's standing in it. Knuckle Press is point-blank AoE that I mentioned. So if you see a yellow pool with nobody standing in it, go stand in it. Burning Rave targets 3 people on the ground. Alright. First phase change. There are going to be Stonefall circles that are summoned. There's going to be 3 in this one and a Starfall circle in the center. If you look up, there are meteors that are falling. As soon as you destroy the circle, they disappear, and then Zandy is going to come back from his throne here in the middle. Okay, 3 people are going to be marked with these AoEs. You want to stand in them with the person because you share the damage among everybody. Then you want to remain standing in there because the boss will cast Ancient Quakeca, which is more or less instant death. And then immediately after do a large Burning Rave that is going to target more people. He's going to do the Aura Cannon. That's kind of what reminds me of Sabin. And he's going to jump back to his throne. And he's going to summon 6 of these Stonefall circles. And if these do not die, then we take massive damage from the comets falling. It's not really an issue of things being killed anymore. And then Zandy's going to come back. He's going to mark 3 more people with the arrow skill, the gravity skill. Yep, there it is. You want to stand on these with people. See? Morimitsu did not have anybody standing with him, so he got munched. He took all of the damage himself, and it killed him. So you avoid the Quake again by standing in the floating, and then you dodge the last rave, and then it's just spank and spank while dodging. Life is a circus. And that was Circus Tower. I'd say it's rather easier than Labyrinth of the Ancients. Circus Tower complete. And we're gonna unlock the last stage in this. Need that. Let's not taking any of that stuff on this character. Let's toss that out. And let's leave. 4 commendations. That was nice of them. Okay, this is probably going to drop us back in Mordona. We're going to skip the cutscene. Yep, drops us back in Mordona. So let's go to St. Quintius Find. And then we will unlock the World of Darkness for this one, or is that the level 60? No, it is World of Darkness. World of Darkness will be the final stage for these. And we are going to attempt to get into that as well. And I highly recommend that you sit down and watch the storylines for this because it's relevant to later plot. And if I were playing this through, I'd be enjoying the storyline along with it. I am trying to teach here. Trying to teach. Doing my best so that people can get through the dungeons like they're supposed to. So, that's right, I cannot fly here. The 8 Sentinels. Now, originally, flying was not allowed anywhere in A Realm Reborn. You had to wait. I think they added... I don't know when they added flying. I think it was in Stormblood, and I just did not realize because I hadn't been back to... Oh, scene cannot be skipped. That we can skip. Okay, we spoke with Wedge. We skipped the cutscene. Speak with Grahatia. Skip what he has to say. And World of Darkness is now available. So we go to World of Darkness, we mark it, we click join. And now we teleport back to Ul'dah. Because we're going to be waiting a bit for this. Now, when I uploaded the videos for the raids, I'm also giving explanations of mechanics because I know that I'll be missing stuff as the fight goes on while I'm trying to dictate what's going on. It's easier in the duties because there's less to pay attention to in the duties. So, if you check out the shortened videos, the streamlined videos that I release for the different dungeons, I think in the future I might just run through and explain all the things in the text description below, because yeah, some people may be a little I may miss some things that I'm talking about in the boss fight while I'm in the midst of it. So look forward to that as well. I'm gonna go back and edit some of the older ones and explain abilities and whatnot. Okay, this should be Halatali hard. No, it's not. That is Red Mage. Okay. Do I have Halatali hard unlocked? I do! Okay, so that is already unlocked. I just haven't gone through it. Haven't gone through it? No, I have not gone through it. Okay, so we've got Halatali unlocked. Let's do a quick double check. So we've got 1,000 Maws of Total Rock we've done. Hawk Manor. Hawk Manor hard we haven't done, but we've got it unlocked. Brayflocks and hard we've done. Sunken Temple and hard we've done. Cutter's Cry. Stone Vigil and hard we've done. Darkhold we've done. Veil we've done. AK we need to do hard. Wanderer's Palace we need to do hard. Hullbreaker we still need to do. And Snowcloak and Keeper of the Lake are still in main story. So, with all that being said, Denoskia we're going to start advancing main storyline. Just so that we can unlock stuff. Alrighty. And we will get right to that. Or are we gonna have people leaving again? That's okay. I'm wondering how many of the people that transition over are dealing with the merits that they get. Because I forget if it warns you or not. Two more. One more. Oh, friend. Come on. The World of Darkness. Aesthetically, one of my favorite places. Just pretty to look around. Iron Will turned on. Get a tank, put on your tanking stance. So, first bit of trash is going to be 3 Chimera. I am the B party. So, in the past you wanted to tank these guys away from each other and, you know, bring them down one at a time. They're going to do the typical Chimera things, but they're also going to create three locations that you are going to be taking damage if you're standing in. Can't move, Graham's voice will hit me, and I get frozen and I'm dead. Okay. So, looks like these guys need to be tanked away from each other with a new party. Great. Garm, you're on thunderstorms. Other Garm. Yeah, I'll taunt it off you. Dragon's voice, interject. They need to be interrupted. Okay, we've got a dragon, and then we've got a group of ninja back here. And some more back here. So, ads will spawn. You want to grab the ads. Make sure they're not on DPS or healers. And kill them. Two-headed dragon will go down relatively quickly. All right. Blueberry waffles. Okay. First boss, Angra Mainyu. This boss, you've got in front of and behind that you can basically be standing. There will be a red field and a white field, and you want to alternate fields. So, white first. It looks like I'm going to be main tanking. Things to notice. You will see this white ring that is moving around. When the boss casts level whatever skill, you do not want to be standing in it. Alright, hourglasses are going to spawn. The hourglasses need to be attacked and taken down, because there's an area that is moving among them. And as soon as the final hourglass, you don't want to be looking at him for mortal gaze. You get hit by mortal gaze, you want to run and stand on these white thing because it will remove the doom that has been placed upon you. Ads will spawn. The other tanks should grab the ads. He is soon going to be doing that again. Alternate. If you've got white first, grab red. If you've got red first, grab white. He's doing level 150 death. What that is the old calculator skill of if the levels of everybody in there can be divided by 150, then everybody in there dies. Come on, I can't heal myself. Okay, Mortal Gaze again. Look away. It's a gaze attack. If you get hit with it, you've got to go stand on the white thing, which neither of our healers seem to understand. One of them does. Alright, we should be getting a second group of ads soon. And I'm gonna die. Oh, we're getting a second Hourglass Phase. Right, you want to be standing on the opposite of what you got last time. because you will take more damage from everything. And there's my death. There's a raise. Okay. Mortal Gaze again, look away. I am going to have a word with the raid. Okay. I'm going to grab these things because I am not the main tank right now. Doesn't matter which one I get because I have got no stacks on me since I was raised. Crap. Too far away to interject. Eyes on me. Can I stun? Can stun. Okay, so it's just us. Mortal Gaze. Look away. Crap, I'm going to... Yep. Alright, so... that was a wipe. Rewatching it, I could probably tell you what was going on. But, okay. Waiting for everybody to get here. Somebody face pulled, so I'm going to run, bring him back to the middle, and maintain tanking. Okay, double vision. This is the boss that normally wipes everybody here, because people don't like to pay attention to mechanics. Level 100 flare, get out. But would not surprise me if we wiped again. Hourglasses are up. Kill the hourglasses. If you want to know what's going on with this fight, please go back and re-watch the first section that will have been marked in the video. Mortal Gaze, look away. You are. Okay, you do not want to be standing in that section. Okay, Angra Mainyu's Dewa have come up. So the other tanks should grab those and they should be burned down. Okay. Grabbing red this time. Level 150 death. Always get out of... because that can wipe the entire raid if everybody's standing in it. Right? Yes. 24 is a multiple of 3. Okay. We're gonna get the second Mortal Gaze coming up. So you look away. And a lot of people got it. The tip, if you get the Doom, do not run to where it is. Run to where it's going to be. So if I got doomed right now, I would not run to this one, I would run to this one. Okay. Load ground is popped. We got the last final hourglass. We should be burning instead of focusing on the hourglasses right now. Because the boss is low enough, he's going to die. Okay. So, that is Angra. Second trash, is it Atmos? I think it's Atmos again. No, Atmos is before the third boss. I think. Yeah. So, what I like about this is it takes some enemies from previous dungeons and turns them... Okay. Who is this Thomas Me that keeps on pulling? What party is he in? Alright. We got forbidden gates in this trash that you need to take care of or ads will spawn. Alright, we're gonna get a chest that will spawn in the middle. Zandy's clone is gonna come up. We destroy the clone while there are gates being destroyed down. So, they are all down. If they do not get destroyed, ads will spawn like you saw with that door coming through. Okay. Head back in the game. Since we have a face puller, this is going to be interesting. Five-headed dragon. Wait for everybody to get here. And once again, face pulled. White breath. Best to not be in that. Normally it would be... The boss would be over here before it would be doing the white breath, but we've got the face puller. You run out of the white breath. Okay, this boss is a little complicated. Best to tank it against the wall so that there's less room for people to get white breath. There are going to be tethers. If you get tethered by a dragon, like over here with Tariq, you have to pass it off. It is best for the tanks to pick them up because you will be taking stacking damage. And the damage will kill most players if they take 3 stacks, which is why tanks should be the ones picking them up. Disordinance. He's got other heads. You want to target the other heads and kill them. If Discordance goes off, it's a wipe. Every time you destroy a head, it resets the cast of Discordance. Okay. Alright. There are going to be pockets of ice that will land randomly. Targeting players, of course. And they will grow in size. They will grow twice. So you got the initial, and then you've got the second, and then you've got the third wave. There's going to be prominence, which is going to be orbs that will spawn that you need to destroy, like that. If they do not get killed, then they explode and deal raid-wide damage. There's going to be poison that somebody needs to stand in to prevent slimes from spawning. I am not going to do it since I am main tanking. But if you do not have somebody standing there, slimes will spawn. I think I have covered just... yes. If you get this mark here, run out of the group. Run away from everybody, because you are going to get blasted into the sky like that. This is the white area that people should have moved away from, but that's okay. A lot of these people are new. I'm not going to hold it against them. Everybody is still mostly alive. Out. Valera, you are trying to fight me for threat when you shouldn't be. Okay. Little white swirls will appear before the ice goes down, and the ice will gradually get larger and larger and larger. And then it will go away. So it's a simple fight with a lot of mechanics. But from a tanking standpoint, it is literally just a tank and spank with dodging. Alright, so we are coming to Atmos. And with Atmos, you want to go to your party's platform. So, with this Atmos, Atmos will target a character with a mark. That person should run away from the group. So that one has been marked. They run away from the group. You want to step on the things on top. Okay, so if you get marked, the boss is going to suck you in. Anybody that's standing next to you is going to get sucked in with you. Boss will do shockwave. You want to be as close to the boss as possible, so you don't get knocked off the edge like everybody just did. Okay, I'm being targeted to be eaten. I'm going to set this off. And it looks like nobody is stepping on the icon for the next platform over. So this is going to be a wipe. Okay, somebody did it. Boss does the suck in, will turn and expel and knock people off. Come and step on that. And Atmos is almost dead. Okay. There we go. Atmos is dead. We are in the middle, so we want to go this way. Okay, so thank you. Somebody is explaining the fight to the rest of the raid, and thankfully that's too far for that person to do a face pull. So, waiting for the explanation to finish. And we had Somebody else pull this time. So, Machinist from Adamantoise, and let me guess, Adamantoise? No, Gilgamesh. So I am not going to be main tanking this one. Alright, so for Cerberus, there are 3 things that need to be split up. Each group takes a different role in this one. You never want to be standing behind the boss, because he will tail swipe. I am going to be targeted with something. He's going to dash. No. Gastric juice gets dropped. So, I'm going into the belly, so I'm going to stand next to the gastric juice. I'm going to pop Iron Will, turn that on. Gastric juice will shrink you. After you get shrunk, you want to run over to this pool. You will get sucked into the belly if you are shrunk. If you are not shrunk, you will get killed. Boss comes over, he'll eat us. Once you are in the belly, you will see stomach walls. You want to run up and just start beating the crap out of the stomach walls. There are going to be adds that will spawn. Being the tank, I am going to grab them. There's the unknown, I grab it. Back to beating on the stomach wall. So, Group A's role is to focus on tanking the boss and dealing damage to the boss. Group B's role is to go into the stomach. Group C's role is to kill Wolfsbane. Because the Wolfsbane, if not killed, can do a lot of hindrance to the party. Now, we have got the magical Tethers. After his stomach is destroyed, he'll enter Reawakening, and this is when you can do the most damage to the boss. So people will usually run over and grab the chains and wait until there's maybe a quarter of a bar left before attaching them, so we can deal max damage. So, he's going to do a skill called I can't pronounce it. Ululation. Ululation. There we go. And after Ululate goes out, you want to be standing on somebody. If you're not standing on somebody, you'll get feared. You have to have a buddy nearby, or you take and get feared. He'll do Hound Out of Hell, which is a random direction charge, typically at a player. You don't want to be standing in any of the directions that those things are flying. These days, Ululation normally comes close to his death. Gonna break his chains, and he's gonna die before using the skill. Okay, Hound Out of Hell. You can dodge Hound Out of Hell. It's... Sulphurous Breath. There's Ululation, and it didn't finish. Alright. Okay, so this last boss is fun, and they're gonna pull it while I'm watching the cutscene, more than likely. I haven't seen this cutscene since the first time I fought this boss. Yep, somebody just pulled. So, typically, you don't want to charge in from the front with this boss. If you get targeted with the cross, she is going to start casting a what's referred to as a sewing needle attack, which is something that will chase you down and deal damage. Okay. So she's going to disappear and reappear at random places, and then she's going to do a frontal beam attack, so you don't want to be standing in front of her. Being the tank, main tank at least, yeah, didn't have the heals. So, yeah. One of the things with this boss, okay, they're going to be meteor sites. You need to run and stand in one, if there's nobody in it. One person per is all that's needed to prevent the raid-wide damage from going out. Since I am not going to be main tanking this anymore, okay, there's a sewing needle. Run away, because that is going to chase you. And they return, and they are going to die. So, this transitional phase, dark clouds are going to be coming out. You want to stand in them, because standing in the clouds prevents them from moving forward quickly. The more the boss eats, the more powerful her attack is going to be. We are also going to have meteor circles appear. You want to stand in the meteor circle if there's nobody in them. Okay, we've got a few more clouds to get. Usually during this point, you can charge up a limit break. To level 3 because of everything that's dying. Alright, so the boss is going to do a massive AoE now, and then we get into there are going to be 3 sections of the map that get sectioned off. Inside each one is an enemy that will... Okay, so B is marked. You defeat the charged cloud, and it will drop these, and then you want to get to the wall, and then keep an eye out for the boss, because she's going to reappear and do a frontal damage. The side effect of that is you take some vulnerability up as well. Oh. Alright. Make particle beam, which is going to be the sewing needle attack. I'm standing in it. If you don't have somebody standing in that, you will take raid-wide damage, and we did not have people standing in it. One of them at least. But the fight is pretty much that simple. If it lasts much longer, the cycles repeat and change and don't change. There's no other I don't think there's a second ads phase, but there are more smoke phases. Right. And that was the World of Darkness. Shoot, read, pass, pass, and pass. Neither of the healers I feel were up to healing this. I know I'm not a squishy tank. Even with cooldowns popped, I was still dying. And yes, it is worth noting that if you are running in and starting fights before, everybody gets there, or before, the fight is being explained, it can be considered a form of griefing. And if you consistently do it, you can be reported for it. That person stopped after I said that, you know, you can be reported for this. So you can get in trouble for it. It's a form of harassment in this game. And the GMs here take harassment seriously. So, your best bet is just to try to be a good person. Don't be a dick. Because I'm pretty sure we would not have wiped on Angra Mainyu if the person that was trying to explain stuff was able to explain stuff. So we are going to turn this in, and then we are going to start going through and knocking out some of the main story quests. Excuse me. So we've got 2 dungeons done tonight. Oh, do we have to go back down there? I'm not going back down there today. We are going to clear selection. Now we want Amdapur Keep, we want Wanderer's Palace, we want Sasha we've done. Have we Tamtara Hard? The heck? Yes, we did Tamtara Hard. I keep confusing Tamtara with Thousand Maws. Hullbreaker, Alatali, and Hawk Manor. I think everything else we've done. So we're going to go through these 5 in a random order. Whatever the game decides to toss me in. We're going to teleport to Costa del Sol. Now I'm not trying to talk about these rules as in like you're a bad person for doing it. It just since the game has started, they have tried to prevent people from harassing others. It'll still happen, but they will actually punish it because they want to make a good gaming community. And for the most part, the majority of players are respectful of this. So, when I say don't be a dick, it's really for your sake as well as your party's sake. Mostly you, because if you are the dick, there's a good chance you can get banned. And the last thing I want is for anybody to get banned for something that is really minor in the great scheme of things. Alatali, hard. Alatali hard. Iron Will activated. This dungeon is fun. So in this first section, let's check our... Okay, we're not going to be doing major pulls, but one thing to notice, do not stand underneath the iron ball. Because it's going to drop and it will apply a vulnerability up. And the healer has taken it upon themselves to basically try to get themselves killed. They're going to get killed. don't be like this healer. Because that is considerably a dick move. And you see, if they hadn't done that, we would probably be beyond this point. Because the enemies would have died faster. But the healer wants bigger pulls. Establish the threat. Establish the threat. Get them underneath the thing. Get your butt over here, Mammoth. First boss. Ammon. Nobody says that they need info on the boss. So boss could be tanked in the middle. We'll do a swipe. Dodge out of the swipe. It'll do a draw in, and then a swing. You want to get away from the swing, because it'll do massive damage. Eye of the Beholder will hit everybody in a certain area. 1,000-ton swing. You come over to the Mammoth activator, you turn it on, then you immediately run over and stand next to the Mammoth. And Leslie is probably going to get killed. I'm probably going to get killed. No. So, yes. In previous times, previous runs, Leslie would have just been completely destroyed, but damage has been reduced to make it easier. Piercing Glower will be cast 4 times after each glower. Not each glower, each 1,000-ton swing. So, that's Leslie dead again. Barely alive. Okay, second boss is gonna be fun. Last boss is gonna be a laugh. So mechanics in these bosses still matter. They're not as deadly as they used to be. You talk to the person at the top of the thing, and they will teleport you to the next spot. So, this is one of those that's nice. Because it doesn't matter if someone like the healer decides to take it upon themselves to pull, the enemies will be released in due course. And you have to kill them appropriately. Now, in some of these, there will be a chest in the next section. But this is one of those that you just can't... the first area is the only one that you can pretty much pull all the trash. Which, with this group, I'm grateful for. Adamantoise. But we can run up, grab the Pit Basilisk, And Golden Bear is going to come out. Get threat. Get threat. You didn't need to pull it. It was going to make it on its own time. So, one thing you can do for future runs, and I will show you after we get out of this dungeon, because some things just don't sit well with me, and one of them is pulling more than is needed. Doesn't make the dungeon go any faster. Especially one like Halatali. Okay, the doors are going to open and there's going to be one last group that we have to kill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stun the gold bear and run ahead. Just to pick it up, because I'm getting sick of having to pick up off the healer. Okay, to open these doors, you have to talk to the gladiator trainer. Halatali has been turned into a training grounds for gladiators. If you watch pay attention to the quests, and I don't think it can... Oh, I stand corrected. Okay. This boss is going to give darkness to people. Darkness is actually a benefit. Okay, everybody gets here. Everybody gets here. And we get people that pull. So, boss is going to turn and do a line of sight AoE like that. But what we have to watch out for Jet Aura, you don't want to be standing there when that hits. Demon Eye. You want to come over and grab a Shadowy Orb when Demon Eye is cast. Tainted Eye will appear. You want to DPS the Tainted Eye down. While you are in Gloam, you will not take as much damage from the AoE that the boss is casting at this point. And as the AoE goes out, you take increasingly higher stacks of vulnerability up. And the boss is just those simple mechanics. Oh, she popped sprint right as I pop sprint. Okay. Well, you know what? You can't pull more than what's in here. Just... The Lancers will do a cross attack like that. Just move out of it. We've got 3 sections of these types of enemies. And as always, you want to kill the healer first. So you peek the mage. Healer gets stunned. And somebody is attacking the wrong target, of course. Alright, so that is the second group. This last group is going to be a combination of all of them, I believe. Nope. Just a Marauder and 2 archers. Marauder's gonna overpower. Archers are gonna hit me with dots. I am home gained, I cannot. Home gang roots you to the spot. Okay, so we come in here, we talk to Bronze Bull, and that opens the last gate. This really isn't story, this is just introducing what's going on. We've got to fight 5 enemies. Alright. So at least they were respectful and let me watch. Come in. One of the enemies is going to just target somebody randomly, and I cannot tank them. Everybody else can get tanked. So normally you want to kill that one first. I don't think I can stun. Nope, I can't stun. Okay. Want to establish threat on both of them. Mumuepo is going to be the annoying one here. He's going to be casting normal fire stuff. Oh, and that is why you want to kill that guy first, is because he is going to stun 2 of the party. You have to pull the scepter out of the ground, and then get out of there before he casts. So, there's a reason that you kill the caster first. The other guy is just pain in the butt. Now, thank you, Aster. Aster knows this fight, knows this dungeon, knows what they're doing. So, kill the mage first. If he dies before his cast is finished, the cast ends. Alright, and this one is just a tank while not facing it towards the party. So, and there we have it. And we will skip the final cutscene, because that is actual story. Alright. Loot is just a magician's robe, which the summoner's probably going to take. Some groups just leave a bad taste in my mouth. So, what I was going to show you is you can come to player or social. Where is it? Contacts. This gives you a list of all the people that you just played with. And what you can do is you can add someone to the blacklist. I do not want to play with that character ever again, for reasons. Okay, we're going to advance the storyline a couple things, and then we are going to re-enter the dungeon queue. I just have things that I feel strongly about when it comes to party etiquette. And unless the tank asks you to, don't pull. Because there's a lot of times that you'll run forward and the tank may not notice. Like at the beginning of that dungeon, if I were not taking the enemy facing that direction, I wouldn't have seen the healer run off while I was doing that. So, be courteous to the other players. Hawk Manor, hard. This dungeon can be one of the ones that if you do not do things the right way, or if you decide to pull more than you can cause a lot of problems. But we established that on that one. We didn't establish it. When we come in here, we got the manor claviger. This is the thing that needs to die first. I'm going to stun it. It's going to die. Okay, we got a decent group here. Let me check the healer. Okay, they are not necessarily going to be up to the task of one of the pulls. Okay. You're attacking anything but the one that's marked. You're doing it wrong. But since we're AoEing, it doesn't really matter. Let somebody grab the key. Open the door. So the reason that you want to stun and basically kill the clavigers first is they will, like at the entrance of the duty, resurrect somebody. Fight. And it's just a pain in the butt having an extra thing to kill. Mostly just a pain in the butt. I mean, this is to make the runs go easier. Okay. Manor acrobats. We're gonna test this healer. Because this is usually all done in one pull. It's a small pull for this dungeon. Gonna pop a cooldown. Everybody. We've got pretty good AoE damage. Always dodge out of stuff if you can. Okay. This healer I have trust in. First boss, Manor Jester. The butlers you do not want to die stacked on each other. Because if they do, they become one big, powerful butler. And the Jester is going to randomly resurrect them and create more. And if, I think, 3 of them are stacked together, then you get a giant, nigh invulnerable butler. I've seen it once that I can remember, and it wiped us. But I don't think he's going to even... Yeah, he's just going to get one up. And that's going to be it. Because he'll be dead. It's not even going to be worth it to... Yep. Boss is dead. Open the chest. Take the crystal ball to the next section. Next boss is fun. And these pulls are fun, so I'm going to wait for everybody to get here. And I'm going to wait for them to activate. There we go. And now we pull. And you've got to be the one in the front. You're going to take damage, but you're also going to have ads that will come out, and you need to establish threat before the healer casts. Okay, my opinion of the healer just dropped a bit. Because that was a healer pull. Good healer. And granted, I was going to grab it when it passed back. Okay. We got these Manor Acrobats. We found a key. Someone should open the door. Because that's going to release an ad. And another ad. And the Manor Sentry. Sentry's gonna flee. Comes back into the room. There's a treasure coffer in there if you want it. But the Manor Sentry is now going to run and unlock this door. Someone went and got the chest. That's what that Manor Varnish was. Ash. This boss. So this boss will procedurally generate AoEs on the ground. You will see what I mean in a second. It's going to be a rolling AoE. Like that. You want to make sure everybody is not standing in it. And he's going to do it from the opposite direction next, so we're going to have to put the boss in the middle just to make it easier. Okay. The boss will also throw these out at random players. It will stick around and deal damage if you stand in it. If the fight lasts long enough, the AoEs are going to be coming at from different angles. He will run, he will do many direction AoE attack like that. He will summon a Taurus minion when he's close to death, and that's pretty much it. He does not last very long. Okay, you exit and touch the crystal ball. Now it's the fun level. When I said that those were small pulls before, I wait for that from the healer. When I say those are small pulls before, this is the normal pull for this place. Popping hallowed ground, popping that. Still want to move out of stuff. And we'll do arm's length so that if I get hit, they get slowed. Congealed blood, why are you not on me? I hit you. So when I say that those were small pulls, that's why I was saying those are small pulls, because you do this. And Charlie is going to go unlock. No, he can't unlock the door. We have to kill this thing. He's going for the chests. So there are two chests over in this area. and most people don't know about them right off the bat. Even the healer is saying, kill the ads. So, this boss. This boss will summon ads throughout the fight. They will do Void Fire, and they will do larger fire attacks. They will do a large AoE that will basically charm anybody that's hit by it, and you'll run towards her while she's casting something else. But the reason that you want to kill the ads fast in this one is because she will eat them and use them as ammunition. And the damage that's done is based upon how much health they have left. Blood Rain comes, and it does a negligible amount right there. We got the maidservants. Okay, then we will... So that one had almost full life. Watch what that does to the party. So... Missed, I'm gonna get hit by because I was typing. Stuns you for 10 seconds. I'm gonna get hit by that Void Fire. So the ads need to die fast. She summons these guys based upon either time elapsed or what her health is. What the boss's health is at. So, the sacrificing of the ads is based on that. Once this last one is down, then we can just destroy her. And this is the charm. We get seduced, we run towards her. Somebody random gets targeted with Void Fire 4. And she's down. That was Hawk Manor Hard. Yeah. Healer did a good job, especially on that pull. That big pull, many healers can't do it. Okay. We mark off Hawk Manor Hard. Where are we going? Gather information in Wineport. So, opening up, joining the last 3 that we need to do. And I might go into Amdapor Keep Normal to get the relic weapon piece. And see if we can't advance and unlock the Hydra fight as well. But I'm going to do that uninterrupted, because I'm making a separate video for the relic weapon, the first stage at least. Okay, we talk to the uppity the uppity vintner. Jungbar. Okay. Moving on. Oh. Okay. I think I know what this is going to initiate. I think we're going to get introduced to new characters. Nope. So that's where we get introduced to them. Pretty sure that's where we get introduced to them. More pressing matters at hand. Yep, but those pressing matters are dead. Still only level 56 because the experience I'm getting from doing this stuff is negligible. And I think they did that on purpose so that you are forced to progress the storyline in order to make things be more beneficial experience-wise. Okay. Oh, we get teleported there immediately. So there are going to be 2 dungeons and other stuff going on. Two dungeons and some primals. I skip it. Okay, we've talked with them. We need to just go to Revenant's Toll. I've worked hard on getting rid of my stutter. Still comes out occasionally. Not the easiest thing to get rid of. Oh, we're having a wonderful internet night because we've only dropped 32 frames in 2 hours. Okay, Slaffborn. Oh, Hullbreaker Island has popped. I'm considering doing a pirate voice for this one, but I don't think I will. Hullbreaker Isle. Okay. Iron Will as usual. Make sure that it's on. So, when you're doing the trash here, be mindful of the traps. You can technically skip some of this trash. Looks like somebody decided to... Don't think they decided to, I think they just ran into it. Sort of a don't tell me what to do. But, Harpia is going to go after the healer for a sec. Going to pull it back. Sheltron. Oh, I got final stinged. I didn't even see that. I am not going to take... Just let me respawn. Would have been faster. And I wouldn't have had a debuff. So, it's best to avoid the path here. So if you die that close to the entrance, usually it's better to just resurrect and come back because it takes just as long and you won't get the 25% diminishing of your skills. These are what the traps look like. They are bear trap. And there are a few of them along just this first section. And because the healer said that they're a little rusty, I'm going to pull both groups. Thought there was another group there. So I'm just going to hit that thing with a shield a few times. There's not really anything to line of sight it with. So as long as we kill this Sikafa first, and run back and focus on that. That was me typing when something came up that I did not remember. Now these guys, I'm gonna provoke them and pull them over here. Reason why I'm doing this is because the boss is standing right there, and the boss will do damage if you try to cross this bridge while there are enemies still up. This is a fun dungeon for non-boss mechanics. And boss mechanics for that. First boss, Sasquatch. So the boss is going to be flinging poo at people. He's going to charge, and you want to be standing next to a banana, or you need to, So he's going to summon ads. The ads are going to go after wild bananas that fall. Boss is going to start doing this, and we want to drop bananas. Little ones will try to get the bananas. When the boss rages, he needs to eat a banana. Basically, this is the Snickers fight. Eat a Snickers, you're angry. So he's going to throw his poop at people. Oh gosh, he's been nerfed. We're not even going to need to get a second banana down. This was usually a 3 to 4 banana fight. Alright. got the treasure. Van braces are only 80, so we don't need them. We're gonna run up here. This is the fun mechanics section. So we've got chests. We've got to open the chests. And some of the chests are gonna be mimics. Which is why it's best for the tank to just run around and open them. Now the reason we need to open the chests is because there are going to be stone tablets that are going to be inside the chests that we need to find. So you open the chests regardless of if they are treasure coffer or if they are something that will give you loot. If I'm not mistaken, this is also where the Nanka are. Those stone tablets go into the stone pedestals, which opens up a gateway. Now along here, we don't have to fight that. We don't have to fight that. You can avoid a lot of the trash here. You come in, you open up the treasure chests. We get 2 enemies, and we run ahead. Or we would. The mimics can hit hard. This Nanka you do have to fight. And I'm honestly surprised I haven't gotten a heal yet. That is one reason you want to kill them fast, is because they will spawn babies. Okay, we got one more section to go, because we need one more tablet. So we get the Zuzka, treasure chest, or get the treasure coffer. Okay, we're gonna pop cooldown, because these treasure chests will hit hard. And this healer has been more focused on DPSing. After we kill these, we should have the 3rd tablet. It's right there. So I'm not recovering health because I am still poisoned. Okay. Shoe arm. Fun boss. I think he's only going to do his abilities once. So this boss is going to disappear into the ground, and there are going to be locations around. There are going to be these orbs. And once he disappears, you want to get sucked into an orb, because it prevents all damage. I'm demonstrating because this time it wasn't the massive AoE. This is going to be the massive AoE, so you want to wait until he disappears before you jump in one of the orbs. You jump in too early, you'll get hit. Yep, there it is. Oh, that used to be death. See, I jumped in too early. but he'll only get one of those off. And Autumn gets sucked into one. Alright, so that is the second boss down. Or not. So close. Second time he dives down and does the tracking, he'll go one spot and then another. Yeah, he's dead. You can basically greed on everything and use them for seals. What day is today? Tuesday? Tuesday. Run and you jump off. Alright, so I am going to try for the minion, just to be nice. This section, you can't really pull too much, because as soon as you come up to one of these, barrier gets created and you get ads. I'm also going to this chest because I want to show you guys where it is. You can bypass some of the trash along this, but you're basically going to be fighting the same thing unless you decide to pull everything. Right. So, want to avoid pulling that group. Want to grab this Harpia. Making sure that they're not pulling the extra trash, because we can avoid it. Remember, tanks, if your party is standing near where mobs can be, okay. So, that's the one that I'm going to roll on. One of the few. Because usually it can fetch a pretty penny on the market. And it never drops. And 87 is a good roll. Probably won't win it, but it's a good roll. Okay, we've got one more of these seawater sprites. Regrettably, I cannot block. Oh, I can block magic. Wonderful. Okay. Boss time. This boss has mechanics. I'm checking to make sure the party knows what they're doing. So, you come up and you want to kill the arms. You kill this first arm, it's going to unlock these. They're going to give you a debuff when you use them that is going to reduce your maximum HP. This is important to pay attention to. I jumped over to this one because I forgot that another one spawned there. So after you kill 4 of them... Nope. Okay, you'll get marked with a green thing. If you get marked with the green thing, you want to jump onto a different platform than people are on. Let it drop the tornado and then jump back. You'll get the debuff. Oh, I'm not jumping over there. Now I'm jumping over there. So, what the green thing does is it puts a little debuff on you that will drop a tornado where you're at. And it will only explode on the platform that you're standing on. Thought we were going to get an arm or a tentacle by now. There's the tentacle. Oh, we've got somebody DCing. So that the tentacle will come out and it will stun somebody and then randomly toss them somewhere. Okay, I'm going to wait for this to drop, since that's on me. It's on the ground. Make sure you can see it before you jump to the next spot. Okay. With the arms dead, both. This is interesting. We had somebody disconnect. So the arms will randomly stun, or the tentacles will randomly stun somebody, then they'll grab them, and then they'll chuck them onto a random platform. Usually it's going to be the one that just had that, the tornado put on it. Clear out. If there's anything nearby, it will knock them around. This is the last arm. We just have the tentacles to worry about. So Autumn is going to drag that over there, drop it, and come back. Nightshade is going to do the same. But after we defeat that tentacle, the next one's going to pop out. And this is the last one. Okay, tentacle's gonna disappear. Gonna go center. Grabs Nightshade. Tosses Nightshade over there. Now it's gonna come back up over here. While it is doing the tossing around, you aren't gonna be able to deal damage to it. So don't try. Just make sure that you're in a position where you can survive. And once all 8 arms and both tentacles are killed, the Kraken descends. And that is Hullbreaker Island. Or rather, Hullbreaker Isle. If you want the loot, you just jump over here. Let's check that. Did I get the Ninki Nanka? I did not get the Ninki Nanka. Who won the Ninki Nanka? Yep. The only time that you are guaranteed to win the roll is when you roll 99. Because more often than not, I've gotten a 98 and lost it because somebody has rolled a 99. So, something to watch out for when you're rolling on loot. Nothing is a sure bet unless it's a 99. That's just 2 more dungeons to do. Let's see, we want to speak to Hataru. Who's in... Okay. Did we speak to the person here? Good thing we still have the Aetherite tickets. Weston Thunlin. Where's Tataru? Tataru's always out there, isn't she? Yep. Okay. Yeah, there she is. Happy little flame comet above her head. Okay, speak with Minfilia again. I kind of like that after 2.0, when they introduced the 2.1 content, that a lot of the main storyline quests just send you back to the Waking Sands, instead of, oh, you gotta travel back here again. Oh, you gotta travel back here again. Guess what? Waking Sands, one more time. Okay, so... I see Primal Awakening over there. Level 50, is that unlocking the extreme? Or the next step up? Urianger. Primal Awakening. Okay, and Primal Nature. I think this unlocks certain types of fights. Oh, I need to go to Adder's Nest anyway. Possibly a primal. Why am I getting a level 70 weapon coffer? Okay, I'll go with it. Is it like item level 70? That would make more sense than a level 70 weapon. Quite possible that these quests that I grabbed will unlock hard modes for other primals. Okay, we talk to you. Possibly a primal. Okay. Item level 70 weapon. Okay. We do that. And it gives us the Giant Skull Longsword, which actually I don't think looks too bad. And it gives us the Dark Steel Scutum again. Okay. Okay, Gale Force Warning. This unlocks a new Garuda fight. So we'll grab that. We'll continue with main story quest. I'm gonna have to look up the extreme fights, because I do not remember them at all, so I will do that before I attempt and record and give bad advice. We did Hullbreaker Isle. We just have Amdapor and Wanderer's Palace. Oh. Let's withdraw very quickly, just in case. Oh yeah, my gear would break in there. Where's the... Blacksmith is right there. Okay, we'll just go visit the blacksmith. Makings of a gunbreaker. No. That costs a lot. Okay, now we will queue. So a lot of my videos have been getting dinged when I put them on YouTube because they have a theme from this that is being claimed by a group that I don't know if they actually have any claim to it. They single out a single song, but when I listen to the section, that song's not there. So it's feeling like they are doing a random, and I know they're doing a random because one of the sections that got dinged is in one of my dungeon videos, and the dungeon, the point where I'm fighting Chimera in Relic Reborn is what got dinged for having the music in it, and there's nothing changed between the videos except for the length. So, I reached out to Square Enix, and I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Just letting them know that somebody is out there claiming their intellectual property as their own and trying to monetize it. So, I did a little research too into the group that was doing this, and apparently they went after a famous Minecraft YouTuber who actually has the license to use the music that they play during their streams, during their recordings. And yeah, they got dinged for virtually every single one of their videos. Because this company, I'm not going to name them, you can probably look it up online, but I'm not going to name them just for covering my own butt. But it's one of those really stupid things that, you know, I know the YouTube algorithm is really messed up, and I know that their copyright strike thing is really messed up, and there's no repercussions for people that, you know, do a shotgun claim. Basically, we're going to claim against all these videos, and there's nothing these creators can do about it because there is no option as an appeal saying this person doesn't own the rights to this music. There's only, you've got to show proof that you are approved to use this music. And I suppose, you know, I could send a copy of the Square Enix website saying that you are allowed to basically stream and make videos using the Final Fantasy XIV stuff, aside from a select number of songs, of which the song being claimed is not one of them. So, that might be my means of appealing, because on some of my videos I've had to mute the audio just so that these jerks don't get monetized when people watch them. Curious. What is the idle stance for? Is it just the same for every weapon? Or for every race? Or is there a different idle stance? Huh. Creation. Character. Play main auto sheath weapon and not in battle. Own show all. Random idle animation. Effects while in motion show own. Huh. Looks like they didn't give a non-combat ready idle animation for the bunnies. Because on my cat, I go like that. After 3 seconds, I enter the idle animation where they will stand still and just have the sword down to the side and the shield in front of them. Here we go. Amdapor Keep. Hard. Okay, first thing you do, Iron Will. And we have got an entire group from Fairy. So, this dungeon, you pull the trash. You come up to this boss. But this enemy. Oh, and I forgot the leaf miners come out. But the healers got that covered with Holy. So after this hedgerow thing dies, you need to kill the remaining leaf miners. Okay, we got these Grey Wolves. Smack the Grey Wolves. We got this Megalotragus. You gotta be careful when walking down here, because these vines will wump. What you want to do... Okay, just making sure everybody's with me. You want to... okay, I'm gonna pop Hallowed Ground, since I probably got smacked by that. Grey Wolf. You want the enemies to get wumped by them. Because they will take increasingly more damage. And it makes this boss, well, not boss, door enemy. That's what I'll call it, a door enemy. Got the leaf miners again. Alright, and that is going to leave just the Grey Wolf up, which they're going to kill while we run to the first boss. First boss, mechanics matter. First boss. Oncog. These statues are important in this fight. He's going to target somebody with a lightning, and that person, who is marked Ukari Jin, needs to run behind one of these. Otherwise, they are going to die. Or not. Oh, no, 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 no. When you get targeted with that, you need to run right up next to the boss, because the charge does more damage the farther away you are. If you hide behind one of the statues when that happens, it kills the statue. The statues are needed to keep yourself alive from the lightning. Tether. Tether did not last as long as it used to. So it's possible that they have nerfed it. Okay, so they're running, they're taking into the statue. It will do damage to the statue instead of kill the boss. No, don't run away. Don't run away on that. You hug the boss. Ale of Sorrow. Hall of Sorrow. And the boss is down. Okay, in here. We've got trash, we've got the runes, Wilmora. What you want to do is you want to establish threat on everything and pull it back to the Foxglove. Foxglove is going to spit poison at people. It's going to create a poison thing, and you want to kill the Foxglove. You don't want to be standing in front of that thing either. Foxglove cannot be stunned. Okay. Now we've got the second group of doorway enemies. Boreal Storm. That was good timing for their spawn. We'll pop Sheltron. Eat that. Best to kill these before you move on. Just so we've got a similar thing here. We've got the Wilmora, we got the Lord Stools. When we run up, we grab the Rose and the Foxglove. You don't want to be standing over here. You want to be standing on the other side. Because this Rose is going to do bad breath. I'm going to dodge. Foxglove wants to die. Second boss, mechanics matter. Not the second boss yet. One more gatekeeper. Ow. Alright. I don't think I can stun that. Nope. So, this lovely boss, the Boogeyman. See this orb over here? It's going to be important. So you pull the boss. The boss has a frontal cone that is going to be, you can look away from it. Boss is going to go invisible. As soon as boss goes invisible, come over and destroy the luminescent globe. You can faintly see where the boss is. As soon as this is destroyed, you'll get a buff called Irradiated. You want to go and stand next to the boss. Stand next to the boss, goes off, does a knockback on the boss, brings it back into light. Ads will spawn. You want to kill the ads. There is one that is going to have a different name that will spawn when that will spawn on this group of 3. So, before you get the luminescence, it's the Blood Moon Martyr. You want to kill the Martyr. Don't know if I can do it by myself. But the spontaneous combustion skill does a lot of damage. They revealed both of them. Boogeyman splits halfway through this fight. Comes 2. And that is the second boss done. Okay, next section, if I recall correctly, is going to be this. This is a Timed arena. Kill everything as fast as you can. I'm going to try to gather them up, get them in the right spot. Things will continue to spawn. Hey, and I just hit 57. Enemies can be stunned, but we've got demon walls coming at us from every direction. Well, the 4 cardinal directions at least. You want to DPS everything down as quickly as possible. Okay. This is not the last guy. It's a Nysic gargoyle. Okay. There should be 2 more ads that spawn after this, I believe. They are. Yeah, they're not even... We're not even in danger. 90 seconds until we have to be done. And we're done. Okay. Third boss. Pretty odd. Tank in the middle. Tank the boss in the middle because it gives the least amount of running that you have to do. Different people will get rooted by a slime. The slime has to be killed before they can move again. This is important because this phase will happen while you're rooted. So we need to kill these jesters while he is doing that. If you do not kill him fast enough, this will expand all the way to the outside, and you'll take massive damage. I don't know if it's lethal. He is also invulnerable while he's doing that. Okay. Yeah. This is the thing that's rooting me. Killing it. Once it's dead, get back on the boss. Use reprisal. Minimize. Some of the damage he does. Alright, swords will spawn. They will do a cross like that. Move the boss when those spinny things go out. Okay, I've got another separation on me. You can walk across that while the boss is charging it. Just when the thing goes off that you take damage. If you're standing in it. So the boss has invincibility while he's doing that, so don't bother attacking him. You're not going to get any benefits from attacking him. Okay, this is the third one that's going to go out. Yep. The Cankerous Gobbet. This one, the person that is under it cannot attack. They cannot do anything. They just have to stand there and wait to get reaped. Okay. If the fight lasts longer, then there's going to be swords from 2 directions, so it'll do a crisscross across the map. But that was Amdapor Keep Hard. Speed. Alright. Okay, it's going to give us a cutscene, which we are going to skip. Got 2 commendations. Alright, so I am actually going to take a small break here. If you're watching this later on YouTube, just scroll forward until the BRB is over. That's the BRB screen, so I will see you momentarily. And we're back. Let's get back into the game. What was I doing? I need to speak with Kane Senna at the Lotus Stand. But we also have to do the final dungeon that we've got here. Is Wanderer's Palace hard? Not one of my favorites, but one where it is going to be useful knowing. And for those viewers, I just have to take calls throughout the day from various people. My mother is recovering from surgery and she's coming home soon. I don't know what that's going to do to my streaming. Hopefully not interrupt it much. Okay, we wander outside and talk to somebody out here. I do kind of wish that they were the same zone. I mean, you got the door right here like this, but you talk to somebody and you just get teleported to the other side of the door. Alright. The Wanderer's Palace. Hard. In our first visit, we were fighting against the Tonberries. In our second visit, we are liberating them. Alright, toss on Iron Will. Really? Don't regen. Because it's going to cause all the threat to go on to you as the healer. Medica 2 is not necessarily a more powerful version of Medica, just applies a regen effect. Yeah. Those class videos I'm going to have to work on. Gonna take some time to get them set up. Okay. Trash in here is, good-ish. You guys coming? You should know, after the first pull, there's going to be more pull. Always dodge. Always dodge. This trash is basically tank and spank dodge, tank and spank dodge. Oh, I got knocked down. A stun. Now, I do like these dungeons where there is a physical gate blocking you from advancing, because it means you can't pull too much on each pull. Okay, so, I am going to need to fix something right quick. Because the machine is picking up my speakers. It shouldn't be picking up my speakers. Why don't I use headphones? Because I do not... Sensory issues. First boss, okay, the way that this boss is supposed to be done is the boss is going to fling spears at random people. The spears need to be killed if they can be targeted, because they will stack a debuff on people while dealing damage. Sacred Spear. Destroy the spear. Yep. You basically get a stacking dot debuff. And it can't be removed unless the spear is gone. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else for this guy. I think it's just the spears. Okay. And he's going to toss 2 out at one point. He's doing random AoE attacks. There's the Sacred Spear. There's the Double Spear. With 2 of them out, you can get stacked and die really quickly. I think at 4 stacks, most DPS will just melt after single tick. So, mechanics matter in this fight. Kill the spears. First pulse goes out. Doesn't seem like much, but the dot adds up. Even with the nerfing that they've done. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab them. So, you will find these sacred standards, and you don't want to fight the enemies while they're standing in them. You don't want a healer to cast stuff on you while you're establishing threat. So, come up here, grab the sophist. Don't necessarily trust this group that well. So we're going to fight this stuff on the stairs, and then we're going to pull the rest of the group momentarily. You'll get a sense of whether you trust groups or not. And what I mean by trusting is heals and DPS being able to avoid stuff. You don't want to kill them while they're standing on that stuff. You don't want to kill the standard, but that's going to keep that person in combat. Yep. Summoner went after the standard, so we're gonna have to kill that if we want to. The reason that you don't want to tank them on there is they will get buffs while they're standing next to it. Let's destroy it so that he is going to be able to regenerate mana for the fight. Nope. Okay. This group. And that is something that you don't do. You don't pull before the tank. Especially when it's a run-through pull. Come on. Pull back to the Sophist. The Sophist is a ranged unit, so you want to pull it back to that. Popping cooldowns. Ideally, this should be good. I haven't played Summoner in a while. I don't know if they have the skill that spreads their dots to everything at this level. If they do, they should be using that on big pulls. That is massive damage. Okay, because people are eager. Back, Sophist is not standing in there anymore, okay. So you want to basically, the Sophists are ranged, you want to aggro them when they're not standing in this or pull them out. So they do not do, so they don't get the buff. And we're to the second guy. This boss... Second boss. Lithi Fallujah. So he is going to set up totems. People are going to want to run through the totems to find the damage buff totem. Some of them will turn you into a frog, one of them will give you a debuff, and the color changes each time. So we've got the light blue, which I'm going to go and hit, which gives me fire resistance down, which is not something I wanted. So I'm gonna pop cooldown to continue with that. So the teal ones give fire resist down. So you leave the teal ones alone. Somebody got frogged. So you want to pay attention to what color totem you're running through. One of them will give you health boon. Or not health boon, damage up. Purple, I think, did not spawn. Nope, that just gave me heavy. Now, if he is able to draw the totems back to him and a damage totem is there, then he's going to get a buff. Like that. He gets a damage up buff. Not going to matter. So, got the fire resist down. Alright, so it looks like the green is the one we want. Damage up, yep. Not like it's gonna matter. Sacred Standard, so if this goes out and there's a green one, DPS should grab that. And he is very simple. You just have to manage the totems. Last boss is fun. A lot of dead tonberries. The tonberries in the other games are extremely scary. In this game, they're kind of not. Okay. We're gonna have a group that we've got to fight. Or is it just one person? It might just be the jailer that we fight. 2 jailers. I'm gonna have to check my summoner to see how the skills are now. Okay. You come, you want to open up the asylum cells. After you grab the asylum key that gets dropped. Open the cells. One of them's gonna have a chest in it. But, one of the, Unbury that you save is going to open up a secret wall. Come out here. This thing has to die. We'll summon ads. They're tinier slimes. You just deal with them. Alright. More ads. I think one more group of them. Yep. One more group. Right, now that thing is dead, take care of them. Use the drainage valve. Lowers the water and reveals enemies. Oh. You can stun the labored leap. You don't get knocked back or take damage from it. Oh. There used to be a chest there. Don't pull, please. Let me do it. Alright. Last trash group. Right. So this guy, immediately grab him and take him to the wall. He is going to do a massive AoE like that. You want to try to stay close to the boss as possible. You're going to do Rot Gas occasionally, which will summon a totem. Pull the boss out of the totem. Okay. None of these are the totems that we have to kill. If a totem comes up and links to the boss, you kill that totem because he's going to get buffed. Okay, if you're DPS, you want to be close to the boss. Healer, you want to be close to the boss so you can dodge stuff like that. This Titanic Blare is going to be something that will hit you regardless of where you're at. Rot Gas. And away from it. Sacred Idol. Kill it. Because it gives them damage up and damage resistance up. If you get Doom, Doom needs to, in order to be free from Doom, you have to be healed to full. Crap, I shouldn't have been standing there. I was typing. We've got ads that come out. I'm hoping I can get him. Come on. Okay, he's doing again. Sacred Standard, so we move. Got the Tyrannic Blare again. He's doing Rot Gas. This one should probably be a Sacred Idol. I'm going to mark it as such. Idol's down. Alright, that was a good timing on the limit break. And that is the end of the Wanderer's Palace. Hard. Good. Trousers of Maiming. Alright, so with that dungeon complete, that was the last one of that section. So I'm going to have to do some main storyline quests to unlock stuff. I think we've got a trial coming up, so I'm going to try to push for that and get that as the last thing before I go tonight. So that will be the last thing that I do. Okay, where do we go? We need to go to... Oh! It's a trial I completely forgot about. This'll be fun. This will be fun. And I'm not being facetious, I'm saying that this is a fun fight. We want to go to the Lancers Guild. That is an almost offensive name. Yep. We've got a little escort quest to do. We will have an escort quest to do. Okay, you're not going to come with me. So yes, this is... You cannot just go to the location. You actually have to go through and you have to kill the things. But it's an escort quest. You can do at your own speed. Malevolent swirls. Galaga? Galago. Oh, come on. See, the reason that you've got to kill these things is because they are going to attack the Moogle that you're escorting. And the Moogle that you're escorting is squishy. This should unlock a new trial for us. Okay. Malevolent Stroper. No bad breath for you. No casting bad breath. Bad Malboro. Might be one more before we reach the barrier. Nope. Alright. Attune yourself to the warded entrance. I shall do this. Here we are. Skipping story. Thorn March. Beard. Trials. Thorn March. I can't advance the storyline until I... that. So I was planning on doing some of the Relic Reborn, but I had to call and talk with my mother for a little bit. She's coming home Thursday. Going to be a lot of work after I get off here and tomorrow to get the last little bits done. Getting stuff taken care of when you are disabled is not the most fun thing. And taking care of somebody else while you're disabled is not best either. So, just something that goes on. Checking a few things regarding the okay, checking the trials. What trials do we... Oh, there are weapons that drop in hard mode. Okay. So, for this... we still have Hydra to do. Got this, we've got the Whirl Eater. Ultima's Bane. Striking Tree. Akafa Amphitheater. Dragon's Neck. Battle in the Big Keep, the Chrysalis. Steps of Faith, and Earth's Font. I can do Earth's Font as well, but I need to... I'm gonna keep this info page up just so that I know what I need to do. What I need to learn. So... Right. Just waiting for it to pop. Just waiting for it to pop. I don't really have anything to do right now. I suppose I could try to finish up hunt logs. Velociraptor, no. Providence. Funds Lake. Skia. Okay, so we're gonna go to Skia. Now, what am I looking for here? Amalja Sophist. And the Ergonite. The experience that I gain from this is going to be negligible. But, it's nice to have the thing complete. Okay. Get the credit for that. Thorn March. Thorn March. Hard. I'm gonna skip. for this fight, we are basically going to kill these guys. This guy is going to get killed. We're going to have a few more spawn. And then they will need to be killed in a certain order. I don't have the signs up to do it. Okay, this is the one that always dies first. I'm going to mark him as target to attack. Sounds like the other tank doesn't know what's going on. So, you will have two tanks in this fight. You want to kill these guys in a certain order. Healer, Black Mage, and then the rest however you want. After they are down. As a tank, you will want to decide which one of you is going to tank the king, and which one is going to tank the tanks. Because you've got a gladiator and you've got a marauder. I'm going to come stand here while they summon their king. Now, the reason that you want to do this way is these guys are going to do skills that people should not be near. They have to die in a certain order, so the healer should die first. Ah, great. Well, somebody's gonna die. Almost dead. Kill him. So you want to kill the healer, and then you want to kill the Black Mage. When you have 5 of them down, you can focus on others, but the reason you pick up the tanks as the tank is because the tanks are the only 2 that can actually be tanked. Great. One of the tanks is dead. If you get hit by any of these things, it can be disastrous. But the king's power grows as long as there are people still alive. As long as there are NPCs still alive. So after Pico goes down, we'll sprint to Mogomog, and he's going to start doing a countdown. Maybe that's hard mode, or... Nope. So, you can do it with 2 Moogles still up, but killing all the Moogles is preferred. Manipulative Mogfoil. Agreed on that, but there are 2 red mages, so it's probably going to one of them. Oh, I do like that. That is adorable. That is just absolutely adorable. Okay. And that was Thorn March Hard. I think they call it hard because it actually has loot that drops. Okay. So I'm going to be calling my stream here. I'm going to raid Aqualung after this. So stick around if you're that. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming in and stopping by. Thank you to the follows that I had tonight from Fragilitis and Luther0123. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you soon. I think I'm going to do some Far Cry next time, so we shall see. Take care.